Welcome back to Third World Cycling. So today is another short upload, the tail end of the Saturday Port Royal ride. So we're just coming off of Palisadoes and heading to Kingston. So right. So here and a little background of what happened this morning. So, well, the morning of this ride. So this group is a group that I normally ride with these guys. And when we came out, it was all three groups. They were ahead. So I had to chase them down for maybe 2 miles or so. Catch them. And then it was chaos. It was very hard going to Port Royal. Speed was like averaging. Every time I look down, we were at 21, 22, 23. So we're getting organized now. Right now, it's about 6 of us here. 6 or 7. 6 or 7 of us here. And it didn't start with 6 or 7 of us. It's just who's left. So you see we're doing now 25. And this 25 was good. And normally if I'm going alright by here, it's nice, it's fun. So we're doing a 23 here. Right? So there's one guy in my area. And I think I'm second to last. So we're doing a nice smooth pace. And we have Sundays on the front. And for the entire morning, he's sitting on the front and he doesn't get off until somebody says, hey, next, or somebody shouts at him to swing off. So he's been sitting on the front like a madman, So you leave him on the front until, because once you're keeping the pace up and you choose to stay on the front, it's your decision. If you want to carry the group at 25, then fine, we'll allow it. So we're going now, and I think coming up, I think I was the one that shouted for him to swing, because I noticed the pace drop, and he's riding big gear, like, so his cadence is low. So once we lose momentum, for him to bring it back up, probably takes a little. Maybe. So we're just still going at 24. And the 24 was pretty smooth. 24 was pretty smooth. Right. So we started to drop the pace here. So I think I shouted at something. Yes, I shot him next. And he swung off. So when I did that now, the guy on my wheel was like, yo, what you doing? What you doing? Because he wanted the pace to stay. But I was like, yo, we can't be going at 21 here. So I shouted next and he swung off. And then Gavin, orange shirt. So everybody else that's in this group, no one is doing these long turns. Sundays. Just go on, do our thing. So you see we're back up at 23 now. Do our thing and swing. Right? And you know, this guy was keeping a little gap. That's just how he's riding. There's a little gap between him and the person in front. It's fine if you don't ride with somebody a lot, then you should give yourself space, and you can watch how a person is riding, how steady they are, to determine how close they can ride. So he went around. He kind of went around a little bit hard. So that was good. So now I'm second wheel, right? And My guy behind me was whispering, yo, leave him alone, don't say anything to him. Right. So I was thinking, alright, so you know my strategy from the last video is once I'm on this stretch, if I go on the front, I bring it to the bridge. So I was hoping he would either swing off early enough so I don't have to bring it to the bridge, right? Or swing off late enough where I can carry it to the bridge. So right behind me was saying leave him alone, so I was just it was a nice piece, you know? It was managing well. It was managing well. So I'm on his wheel. And for some reason, like while I'm riding on this road, this time of the day, you have to pay attention to the shadows to see how close the person behind you is. You can use it as to your advantage. As well as I look at my farm in the videos. Okay. So here he was speaking to me at this point. And this week I specifically was paying attention to my cadence because I didn't want what happened last week where I'm going at 20, 29 and my cadence is over 100. I wanted to keep my cadence below 100. It still went over 100, but it wasn't as much as, although during the ride I saw that my max cadence was 130. I don't know when that happened, because for some reason I just couldn't get on top of the gears until here. So he called me through and we're at the same spot I went on the front last week. And you know my style, I'm gonna carry it. This week felt harder than last week. Cadence was lower, pace was just about the same. So I guess because my cadence was lower, it felt harder. Because I was like, yo, I'm going so slow. And we weren't going slow, but it just felt slow. I guess I was paying more attention. I was more aware. So it seemed slow. So you know my style. Bring it to the foot of this mount and swing off. So I'm just carrying it now. And we're now at 24 miles per hour. You know, one time I didn't even know I could ride at this place. But you know, over time, it improved. So I swing off so I can climb the hill slower. And by the time I reach the back of the group, we should finish climbing. That's the plan. At all times. So, unless somebody attack. Nobody attack. So it's just 6 of us, yeah? 6 of us. Nancy comes through. So I saw that the other guy, he was taking a drink. So I was joining. I have to pay attention to when you're taking a drink that you're not too close to somebody, because you can rub a wheel and crash. And if you rub on. So we're now doing 20. Sundays is back on the front. So I think Orange Shirt knew that Sundays would carry it in all the way. That's Sundays' blue shirt. He would carry it in all the way. So he went out. See him going out now. And I thought he was going to carry it out. Well, he may not be. In retrospect, we're not giving this part. So he's going out. Nancy is with him. But I noticed that she wasn't really getting on his wheel, so I just went around her. And see, he looked around and there was no one, so he stopped. Now, I said, alright, I'm going. I I started to go. Now, when I started to go here, I was like, yes, there's no one on my wheel, so I'll be able to carry this all the way. Right? And farm was good, pedaling action was strong, and I made sure to change gear this time, not go too high in the cadence. So you can see my max cadence on this stretch was 100. And this is when I probably change gear when I reach 100, and I change gear. And then he came around again. So he was in my draft, and he came around. You can see I just touched my ribs now. My ribs were with some stitches, so I was having stitches in my ribs. So that was it, yo. Nice sprint. It was a good day out. We're going in lockdown now, so for the rest of the week and next week indoors. Alright, tomorrow. So we'll be indoors the rest of the week. So definitely will be uploading the other snippets from earlier today in the morning. So thanks for watching. Look out for the other videos.